There is another game and another kind of game with a tone and style and consistency issue. I think it might be fun to look at it. It is a card game I played for a while in the past. Was never ultra into it, played a good chunk of it. I'm familiar with it in general. And that is Magic the Gathering. I've seen some of the sillier things, like the Fortnite cards. You can get a Tomato Town land. But even Magic advocates, people who love it, Magic content creators, they're starting to get sick of crossovers. And it does look like it's getting pretty damn bad. This is the professor of Tolarian Community College. Half of Magic the Gathering will not be Magic the Gathering. Looking into Magic, because I was thinking, what games will be okay for my eyes? Maybe like a card game, maybe Magic the Gathering. Downloaded Arena, looked at the Magic cards. Assassin's Creed boosters? Probably more of half of the sets I was looking up were not original Magic IP. They were crossovers, and it just, not appealing to me. Not appealing to me. Even their own IP, it's so all over the place that it's like the Bloomburrow rats are cute and everything, but I don't know, it's just. And then there's the Kamigawa cyberpunk stuff. It seems like it just is so all over the place that it's utterly uncohesive, and it's hard to. You'd think it would mean there's something for everyone, but the overall impression is just, I'm out. I'm out. Let's hear about it from a Magic lover, though. I'm on the outside, despite having played it a reasonable bit for maybe a period of a year at one point in my life. And I'm put off by this. Someone who loves it and is deeply invested in the game is looking pretty sick of it. So what's his view?
Several days ago, during MagicCon Vegas, Wizards of the Coast made a series of what can only be described as bombshell announcements. And no, I am not talking about the fact that there will be God knows how many SpongeBob SquarePants Magic the Gathering cards via an upcoming secret layer drop. And yet,
by the way, I think I should mention, the number one thing that made me bounce off of getting back into Arena a while ago was when I logged in and it said, some of your cards aren't valid to use in any mode anymore. And it was all of my cards. So, this then.
Yes, you heard me correct. That is not a joke. There will be SpongeBob SquarePants Magic cards coming to us via secret layer.
This is not you can't say, no, this is not a joke. There's really going to be SpongeBob when there's already been Fortnite. The crossovers have already jumped the shark. It's over. Now the problem is inundation, I would suggest.
Remember when, during the early days of Universes Beyond, the phrase magic adjacent was thrown around to douse concerns about bringing in ridiculous...
Look, secret layer are like alt art ones. Okay, I understand this. But are there not insane sets? I swear I saw like Assassin's Creed sets, Lord of the Rings sets. Am I out of it? Am I tripping balls right now? Do I not understand what I was looking at?
IPs to Magic the Gathering? Actually, I think SpongeBob SquarePants was thrown around as an actual example by a lot of critics and dismissed as a slippery slope fallacy. Well, I guess that slope was really, really, really slippery after all, because here we are. But don't worry, of course, because...
This is another video that could be a dog whistle. Talking about slippery slope with a guy holding a rainbow?
As a slippery...
He's absolutely not doing that, but I'm just saying. We've had it a lot with the dog people, now with the professor.
Slippery slope fallacy. Well, I guess that slope was really, really, really slippery after all, because here we are. But don't worry, of course.
Oh God! Speaking of bizarre dog whistles, or potential dog whistles, did you see what Kamala Harris's running mate posted on Twitter? I couldn't believe my eyes. Tim Walt says, yesterday's Wordle in 2. That's gotta be a sign, people. Pride weird. He posts. First guess pride, second guess weird. Pride weird. I get that he means like, oh, the word is weird. We call the Republicans weird. Bro, it says pride weird, though. What are you doing?
Because if you don't like Universes Beyond cards, you don't have to put them in your decks, and they are not even legal in formats such as Standard and Pioneer, and are really more of a special supplement for those players who are interested in them. Or at least they were, because all of that is about to change, starting in January, when Universes Beyond becomes the new normal of Magic the Gathering. This is the announcement that I wish to talk about today, that beginning in 2025, Universes Beyond sets will be legal in all formats, including Standard and Pioneer, and, well, all formats, and
so that's all the weirdo brand sets?
Half of all Magic the Gathering sets will be Universes Beyond sets. I will repeat that because it bears repetition. In just a few months, half of all Magic the Gathering sets, and by sets,
just identity obliterated, identity destroyed. If it wasn't already, Magic the Gathering is the Funko Pop of trading card games.
I mean, big old booster boxes made for Standard. Half of them will be
Yeah, Hexathian likes this, but he also likes Xenoblade, so
Universes Beyond. I want to be clear that we are not talking about secret layers.
SpongeBob will not replace us. SpongeBob will not replace us.
But rather, complete 250 plus cards Standard set. Half of them will now be Universes Beyond and legal in all formats. The first of these is Spider-Man. We're actually getting apparently a lot of Marvel sets. So instead of
my god! Heckin' loves his Marvel.
Going to Alara or a new Magic plane, we'll be getting hundreds of Spider-Man Magic cards to forever be legal in and a part of all Magic the Gathering formats. Next year, we were supposed to return to Lorwyn, but
now you're gonna get like official releases of, ooh, this card is with art of Spider-Man ass Nicol Bolas.
That has now been pushed back to make room for, you guessed it, another Universes Beyond set. That's in addition to the Spider-Man set and in addition to the Final Fantasy set, because again, half of all Magic the Gathering is now Universes
Spider-Man deck versus Final Fantasy deck. Tonally repulsive to me.
Beyond. I'm not happy. And
he's gonna have a melt. He's stimming, dude. He's gonna lose it.
I'd like to talk about it.
They need to stop this because the professor's gonna kill someone.
I just want to start with the usual disclaimers. Magic is not dying. I am not quitting Magic, and if you love that there are cards of SpongeBob SquarePants or Spider-Man, Jurassic Park, Ghostbusters, Fast and the Furious, or whatever else is coming, and with half of all Magic sets to be Universes Beyond, a lot is coming, I am happy if those cards bring you joy.
Whenever anyone makes a statement like this, I just smell cowardice. Hex just wants a Xenoblade set. I smell cowardice when you make a statement like this. Hey, look. If you like eating literal human shit, I respect you. And I'm proud that you found happiness. No!
I really am. You should never, ever be made to feel bad because you love Universes Beyond cards, and
made to feel bad. You should just have better taste.
If you came to the game through Fallout or Spider-Man or Final Fantasy, that's awesome if that got you excited about playing this game. My frustration isn't...
Is it? I wonder how many of his frustrations are going to track back to those promos getting people into the game and them deciding they need to do more of it because of that.
About the existence of Universes Beyond cards, but this change for Universes Beyond to be half of all Premier sets going forward. Yeah. It's an issue.
Why do you think that's happening, bro? The people you're happy for, why, my friend?
Of quantity, not the Universes Beyond cards themselves. And I will...
we need reasonable immigration from other fandoms. We need common sense immigration laws in Magic the Gathering. 50%?
Always play Magic with you. I will always get a game and not give you grief about the cards you love and play with. But
I'm not racist, but look, Miles Morales makes up 13% of the Magic card set.
I'm not happy, and I shouldn't have to lie about that either. This breaks my heart because half of Magic the Gathering isn't Magic the Gathering anymore.
You could do like a word replacement. You could do word search and replace, and it would just be like an alt-right screed. Bro!
It feels as if the world of Magic is disappearing, as if the... There's been a lot of anger and aggression towards many people who are just expressing their disappointment over these changes, and if...
Yeah. It's okay to be an MTG original IP fan. It's okay.
People are not being toxic about it, then let them express their sadness. For me, when I look at the posts...
Now he's made not liking this really gay by saying that. He's destroyed it. He's destroyed it. It's over. You can't dislike it now because it's expressing your sadness. I want to take a look at something. Is this the latest Flesh and Blood set? Have you seen the way characters in Flesh and Blood look? May I refer you to our Lord and Savior, Flesh and Blood. It's not a Coomer game, but they're not afraid to do stuff like this, okay? Sacred art, undercurrent desires.
Does that mean Magic the Gathering really isn't Magic the Gathering anymore? No, it doesn't.
Yes.
And I still have love and hope for this game.
Identity murdered. Half of what you're putting out is Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, Game of Thrones. Identity slaughtered, especially when that's all in the same format. Identity murdered. It's done.
I mentioned earlier my excitement for our return to Tarkir next year, but I don't even have to wait for 2025 because Magic Foundations is being released, and I have never seen a better love letter.
Me, as someone outside of Magic the Gathering, was considering picking it up again, looked at it. This is hideous. This is horrific. And that was me just looking like there being Assassin's Creed sets, or a set, and there being Lord of the Rings. There being, Doctor Who. I look at that and I'm like, ugh. My impression is just, ugh. No thank you.
Many people in this community seem to be overwhelmingly excited for Magic Foundations. Also makes me think that maybe that sales data will show that there's value still in Magic's worlds, in the game we have all played for years, and I cannot wait to explore everything that Magic Foundations is bringing to the table. I may be sad that
one day, you're going to meet someone who's into Magic the Gathering, and you're going to say, oh, hey, do you want to see a cool card? You're going to pull out some old thing. You're going to pull out, like, Tarmogoyf or something. You're going to show it to them. Be like, look at this. You're going to show them Black Lotus. Look at this. And they're going to ask, what Marvel movie was that in? I don't remember that.